Welcome to readtheticker.com. Via our website, General Information Education, you're going to see a list of these three books. Charting the Stock Market, the Wyckoff Method, the main book, and one of the main books this site is built on. And two other books, Undeclared Secrets That Drive the Stock Market and Master the Markets. The last two books are written by Tom Williams. This book here, the Undeclared Secrets, is the original version, and Master the Markets is a later version, but it also incorporates the selling of software. So therefore, the chapter of the anatomy of the market move at page 141 in Charting the Stock Market is written by David Weiss, and it's a few pages on the bar by bar with volume study of price action and working out demand and supply, taking account where the close is of the bar and how wide the range is. It's a very good few pages written, but Tom Williams actually takes that and expands it, makes more common sense out of it. You get about 100 pages of really good education on the subject. He actually calls his study VSA, or Volume Spread Analysis. In my opinion, it's a must read. I prefer the book called Undeclared Secrets. But the other point I'd like to make is that Tom Williams' Volume Spread Analysis is a very good enhancement of the subject matter by David Weiss, the anatomy of the market move. However, the VSA is a very good look at the price and volume bar by bar action. It's like looking at the trees, whereas the Wyckoff logic is a study of the overall market and of security. It's like looking at the forest. So therefore, this makes the VSA as a subset of the Wyckoff logic and not a replacement. A lot of folks out there are studying VSA on isolation and thinking they're using Wyckoff logic when in fact they're not. The VSA is a small part of the whole Wyckoff picture. So I would encourage people to learn the wider world of Wyckoff. Within readtheticker.com, we actually have a bar by bar sort of VSA type study ongoing for RTT Plus members. For example, this is an RTT Plus dashboard. We cover where is it? Cover sort of price volume spread analysis of S&P 500 with some SPY volume down here. So that's the S&P 500 price action and SPY volume. And what we allow you to create icons and put tooltips behind them. For example, there's a sign of weakness, and the tooltip is actually a sign of weakness. You can write comments in, so when you put the cursor over it on the chart, you get a pop out. And here we have, for example, we had a sign of strength coming up here, cause and effect, no demand, and the price obviously advanced up nicely here. We saw some selling coming in. Actually, we had an upthrust here. Obviously, the last 4 or 5 days, you had lots of high closes on high volume, and nothing happened. That was actually a cause for concern. That basically means there's law of effort versus results. If you've got lots of volume and prices are advancing, or there's lots of effort and there's no results, that's a concern. And when it did advance, it was just there wasn't really any push higher. For example, here we had a real negative day. For example, we had a real narrow range. The volume was very high, so it was, what's going on there? It's obviously selling. Then we had a little mark up here, which was a 2-day upthrust. You can see there, it punched up high, then actually smashed down the next day. That's a 2-day upthrust. So these are actually manually put in. So you actually look at the bar action, you put them in manually. It's not computer generated by any program or anything like that. You read the chart, you apply your knowledge, and you make notes as you go along. The price, back to this, the price came down. Here we have positive action. For example, very narrow range, high close, but the volume's very strong down here. Price took off, bit of strength, and then we had a test. For example, it smashes back down there and rallies back up. Pretty good volume test. Right. And obviously it carries on, and here we have another law of effort versus results. This time the effort and the results was equal. So what actually happens here is that you make like in any indicator, you put the input in and you put the text in. The computer doesn't generate it. You apply your knowledge to the bar by bar studies and write what you wish. So if your knowledge is poor, you're not going to have a very good context of what you write. But if you understand what Tom Williams has written in VSA, your knowledge will be able to be portrayed onto here, and you can sort of follow the VSA or the Wyckoff bar by bar study. This particular point here was very strong, and along with other studies and RTT market timer, NYSE internals, and a few other things like gain angles and cycles and everything, and also understanding what was going on in the news and the fundamentals of the day, we actually were able to take advantage of it and exploit it and get into a position and obviously follow it up. So as I said before, VSA or bar by bar Wyckoff stuff is very important in the Wyckoff world, but it is not a replacement. It is a subset of it. You must take into account the wider Wyckoff logic. So thanks for watching.